Welcome to another episode of Fresh Out of Boot Camp. We got PV2 Williams. This is round 2, guys. Round 2. This is how dedicated we are. 13 Bravo. She's Cannon crew member, and she went to Fort Sill. So she's going to be explaining why she joined the National Guard again, and then she's also going to go over her best experience, worst experience, and then she's going to give some advice to you soldiers that are going out to Fort Sill to be a Cannon crew member as well. So PV2 Williams. Welcome back.
Thank you.
So when it comes to why you joined the Florida Army National Guard, what's the main reason? What's the driving force?
College was the number one reason.
Wow.
I was a sophomore in high school when my recruiter, he came out, and I was really trying to figure out what I wanted to do with my life because, you know, time goes kind of quickly.
Oh yeah, it goes quicker when you get older.
It does. And so, you know, I'm getting closer and closer to adulthood. I was like, what am I going to do? I want to go to college. How am I going to play for college? The military. I'm pretty disciplined. I got this.
Yeah.
And, you know.
Life happens.
Life happens.
And you're like, yeah, I'm going to do 20 years. I'm going to do the...
Oh, yeah, I got it.
You got it?
I got it.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I mean, I know you're not going to be utilizing the college benefits anymore. Yeah. We went over this, corrections officer. But there are benefits out there if you do want to join the National Guard. We offer 100% in-state tuition for your bachelor's and your master's degree. And there's a bunch of certifications you can get, like EMT, emergency medical technician, to work towards becoming a firefighter. There's also your real estate license, so you can become a real estate agent. And all this is covered because you're a National Guardsman. What is one of your most favorite or best experiences from boot camp?
The competition.
Competition.
The competitions.
I didn't know that.
Especially in basic, we were very competitive. One of the competitions we did, it was mainly to, like, we had our duty weeks, and so everybody would complain about the different platoon based on duty week about how they're not doing this or they're not doing that. So the drill sergeants, they were like, you know what? Whoever wins, that's who's going to be on duty, and it is what it is.
Yeah.
And so we did a lot of running. We did a lot of, it was like we had our group in a platoon. We had a number of people doing certain things. We were in a circle, and we had to do various numbers of exercises in a row. Oh, wow. But it was very lighthearted, but at the same time intense and fun, so.
That's good. So yeah, you guys expect to have a lot of competition, especially for, like, they reward you a lot too. I remember when I went, it was like, hey, if you win this competition, we'll give you like 5 minutes on your cell phone. So competition is huge. So I hope you're competitive. If you're not, hopefully you're not in a competitive squad because they're going to hate you.
Yeah.
But when it comes to your worst experience at boot camp, what would you say your worst experience was?
In AIT, between the first and second week, we had our high phys test. And
high phys. So what is high phys?
Our high physical demands test, where we have to pass certain obstacles in order to meet the requirements needed to become a Cannon crew member. Okay. It's like a really intense version of the ACFT.
Oh, wow.
Oh, yeah.
What was like the toughest event on that?
Honestly, it's debatable. Some would say the sandbags. We had to stack sandbags in a certain formation. It was like 2 wide, 4 long, 3 high. And we're just going back and forth. And then others would say the honeycomb. So we had like 100-pound rounds and this really big honeycomb. And we had to take all of them from one point, put them in the honeycomb without dropping them, and then take them out in under 15 minutes. Oh, wow.
That's crazy. Is that the hard? Would you say that's the hardest one for you?
For me, it was definitely the third obstacle, which was the drag. It's normally around 250. It's like a really big sled, but they doubled it without realizing it.
And you were sick, right?
I was very sick.
Yeah, she was sick.
I was, oof.
And you did it, though.
I did it. But it took, like, I'm glad that was the last obstacle, because it took all of my strength. After that, I was just out.
Wow. And when it comes to, like, your confidence So it sounds like you've built this newfound confidence, like, because like if you were sick at home and you had to do that, you'd be like, I'll wait till I'm not sick.
Yeah.
But like prior to boot camp to after boot camp, would you say you have like this elevated confidence?
Absolutely. Honestly, going and doing a bunch of things that I didn't even think I'd be able to experience is really like the confidence level is up there.
Through the roof.
It's through the roof.
Through the roof, baby. Awesome. And then when it comes to one last question, do you have any like advice for other soldiers that are going to be going to go Fort Sill? They're going to be 13 Bravos. What's one piece of advice?
You have to train yourself both mentally and physically. Out in Fort Sill, Oklahoma, there's a lot of hills. When it's summer, it's really hot. When it gets to winter, it's really cold. So you have to like prepare yourself for those like different weather environments. It's also really dry, which, oof.
Not a fan.
Not a fan.
Really?
Florida heat and Oklahoma heat, two different things.
Oh yeah. You don't like the dry heat?
No.
You rather sweat?
I'd rather sweat. And we did our gas chamber. It was 120 degrees.
Oh my.
It was the hottest day.
Heat Cat 5?
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. But yeah, train yourself both mentally and physically. Like you have to have the right mindset in order to really like be on your grind and just succeed.
And I know something we talked about earlier about being present while you're there, right?
Oh yeah.
Focus on the things that you can control.
Yeah, absolutely.
Because a lot of people when they go to boot camp, they worry about things that they can't control, and then it stresses them out, and then it makes them have a worse time at boot camp. Just remember, like, it's one big game, and you can't really control what's going on at home. So it's easier said than done, obviously, but
yeah.
Work on just focusing on the next task, the next mission, the next day, and just try to win the day, because that is going to get you through boot camp. And just keep a positive mindset. And so
yeah.
I appreciate your time again, PVT Williams.